Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sonia and I'd love it if you could subscribe, and if you're already an existing subscriber, welcome back. So for today's video I'm going to be filming my empties and products that came into my collection for October and November. So I haven't filmed since the middle of October, and the reason being is I've just needed some time off for myself, so I haven't filmed since then. And also today there will be some spoilers in my empties for other projects because, like I said, I've not filmed since the middle of October. I do feel a little bit rusty because I've not filmed in a while, so please be patient with me. So the way that I'm going to do this video is how I've always done it. So I'm going to start with my empties, and I do categorise them into like makeup, skincare, body care and hair care and miscellaneous. I always start with my empties because I know not everyone wants to see what comes into my collection. So once I've done my empties, I will then move on to products that came into my collection, and there is a lot. There's a lot that has gone out, I'm really pleased, but there is also a lot that has come in as well. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it, and it feels really good to be back. So I'm going to start with makeup, and I do have quite a few things for makeup. So the first one I have is this. This is the Primark Prep and Perfect Illuminating Primer. Now, I can't remember if this is a spoiler or not, but I did really enjoy this primer and I would definitely pick it up again. It smelled really nice. It gave a beautiful glowy base. I'm not sure if I can get it again though, because Primark don't always sell the same stock all of the time. But if I were to see this, I would definitely pick it up because I really did enjoy it, and it's a really good price as well. It's only £4, which I think is brilliant. So next product I have is a powder. It is the Huda Beauty Glowish Powder. I have been working on this for ages, at least the full year, and it did have pan, but I have finished this. Also, I just want to say I'm having to use my ring light, so apologies if the lighting's not the best, but it's later here and I need to use some form of filming light, so apologies. I don't usually use my ring light because I do prefer to film with natural daylight, but I just didn't have a chance today, so apologies if the lighting's not great. So this is all empty. Not my favourite powder, not something I feel like I'd need to go out and get again. I much prefer the Charlotte Tilbury one to this, but this is very cost effective. It is extremely hard pressed. I didn't personally find it to be glowy, but for how much I paid for this, I definitely got my money's worth. But really pleased to have this powder out. This is the only powder I've finished this year because I've been working on it all year. The next one I have is from Vive. This is the Skin Nova Instant Radiant Primer. I did really like this one as well, but I didn't like it as much as the Primark one. I didn't feel like this one was as glowy. So not something I feel like I'd need to get again, but I did like it, just wasn't my absolute favourite, and if I were to have to choose, I would choose the Primark one. I then have the Juvia's Place Eye Sculpt Eye Shade Brow Gel, and it did, I don't know if you can see that, but it did actually crack on the lid, so I did try to prioritise using this. I've been using it for a while. It's a little bit of product, but it's just not looking the best, so I'm happy to call it done. I've used a lot of this, and I did find it when I was putting it on, it was usually getting dry, so I'm pleased I've got my use on it. Not one I would get again though. I think for a clear brow gel, I think there's definitely more affordable ones on the market. So the next product is a Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I've always loved this mascara. I tried it years ago, like the original one in the pink packaging, and loved it then, but I haven't used it since. But I've never tried the brown mascara, and I really did enjoy this one as well. I thought it looked really natural, but it did definitely add length and curl to my lashes. Really did enjoy this one. Definitely a mascara I would get again. I then have a Holy Grail setting spray, which I've finished. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. So I have this travel size, I have a bigger travel size, and I have the full size. The full size one, for some reason, the spray on it is broken. I didn't even realise that, and I can't return it now. I've had it for a while. But I did manage to finish this little travel size. I absolutely love this. This is my favourite setting spray. I know it's expensive, but definitely a favourite of mine, and one I would repurchase over and over again. And then last but not least for makeup, I have an eyeshadow palette. Now, I haven't finished the full eyeshadow palette, but I have finished an eyeshadow in this, and I'm so pleased because I cannot remember the last time I finished an eyeshadow, or even if I have finished one, because I'm not sure I've ever finished an eyeshadow. So this is a big achievement for me. So this is what it looks like, and it is completely empty. So this one is actually my throwback 30, so this is a little bit of a spoiler. But yeah, so pleased. I love this palette. I think I can use all of these as well. in this palette. So I'm going to continue to keep working on this and try and finish all of these eyeshadows. I think the only one I'm not really sure on is this one. But the rest of them I can definitely use. But I'm so pleased I finished an eyeshadow. That is all of the makeup empties. Now let's move on to skincare. I really don't have a huge amount of skincare. I've been so poor with using my skincare. Since I've been off as well, I will be honest, I've not worn a huge amount of makeup. I've not done a huge amount of skincare. I just really needed to take that time off myself. A lot of my like skincare routine, makeup just got pushed to the side. So I haven't got a huge amount of skincare. I've only got face masks. So the first one I have is the Wonder Beauty Baggage Claim Gold Eye Masks. I really did not like these. I did not like them. They actually left a red mark under my eyes, like I had a reaction to them. I don't think I would use these again because I don't think that these work well with my skin. I don't think they're old, but yeah, not one I would get again. I then have a few Skimono masks. So I have the foot mask. This one was lovely and made my feet really, really soft. Did enjoy that one. I then have the hand mask. Again, another one I really did enjoy. When it gets to this time of year, my hands do get extremely dry and sometimes I can have eczema flare-ups. So things like this are just really, really, really useful. I'm continually using hand cream. A good hand cream. And then I have this one. This is the After Sun mask. Now I didn't actually use this when I had sunburn, I just used it. It was okay, nothing I feel like I would need to get again. Yeah, I did finish that. I think all of these are in my Power of Pan. And then the last one I have, which is also in my Power of Pan, is the Sensory Treats Dreamy Eyes Self-Heating Eye Mask. I love these. I had this when I had a headache. And it really does just help to soothe it. It doesn't completely get rid of it, but it really does help to soothe it. I'm a big, big, big fan of these. But I do have a reusable one like this where I can put it in the freezer. I can put it in the microwave that my sister got me. So I think I'd prefer to use that one over these. But if I were to keep getting these in my collection, I would definitely use them because I really, 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 really do enjoy these. I have so many of those still in my collection though. And I only use them when I have a really bad headache. So that is all of the skincare. Really not used a huge amount. Now let's move on to hair care, and again, not used a huge amount. I will say that recently I've had to be really careful with the hair product I have used because I did actually get an allergic reaction. I'm now only using certain products because I'm just so frightened that I'm going to get another allergic reaction. But I did end up using up the Body Shop 2 little minis of the shampoo and conditioner. This is the sheer range. These were okay. Not ones I feel like I'd need to go out and get again. I do like having travel ones like this because they're really good for when I go away. I pretty much nearly I think I finished a lot of this when I was away in September, and then I just put them in my shower when I got home to finish them. Finished both of those. Not ones I feel like I'd need to get again because I do have a Holy Grail shampoo and conditioner that I did actually repurchase since I've had my allergic reaction. I'm just having to be a lot more careful now with the hair products I'm using because I really just don't want to keep getting a reaction. Okay, now let's move on to body. So I do have quite a few things in body. So I do have a couple of perfumes. The first one I have is the Black Opium by YSL. This is just a little sample. I really do enjoy this perfume and I'm happy to keep getting little samples of it. If I were to get it in a full size, I would definitely use it. I'm a big fan of the scent of that one. And then I have the Essence Vol 807. So this is a dupe for Giorgio Armani My Way, which I do have that one. I love that perfume. So when I saw that they had a dupe for it, I purchased it. And it does smell very similar. Doesn't last the longest on me. It does actually smell very similar to that. So I think this would be something I would potentially look at picking up like throughout the year rather than having to buy the actual Giorgio Armani one, which is very expensive. Really did enjoy this and it did smell really good. I then have the Body Shop Body Butter in Avocado. So I do really like the Body Shop body butters. I'm a big fan of Body Shop, like body products in general. So this is, there's a little bit in there, but that's fine. I wasn't the biggest fan of the smell of this one, but I used it. Just not a line I would see myself picking going forward. Like I'd much prefer to buy like the strawberry one or all the other fruity scents than this one. I do like the product itself. I then have 3 shower gels. So the first one I have is the L'Occitane shower oil. I know a lot of people like this, but I'm just not the biggest fan of it. If I were to get them in my collection, I would use it, but I prefer something that I think lathers a little bit more than this. Don't get me wrong, it just feels very luxurious when you use it, but I'd much prefer to just have a shower gel rather than a shower oil, but I've used it. I then have the Molten Brown Heavenly Ginger Lily Bath and Shower Gel. I love Molten Brown. It's one of my favourite body brands. This one smelled okay, not my favourite. My favourite is Rhubarb and Rose and Coastal Cypress and Sea Fennel. Those are my 2 favourite ones. But I still did enjoy this. These lather really well. I use them just as a shower gel. I don't use them in the bath. But I still didn't mind the scent of this one, just not my favourite. I would absolutely buy more of these. And then I have the Baylis and Harding, the Fuzzy Duck, Mulberry and Mistletoe shower gel. I recently started to use this because it was coming up to the Christmas period. Happy December, by the way. So I started to use this one and it definitely does smell Christmassy. I usually like to get like Baylis and Harding sets after Christmas before the new year in the sales because they are a really good brand, and this made me feel really Christmassy before December. But yeah, I did enjoy this one. Lathered really well, and it would be a brand I would get again. I then have the Sunday Rain body scrub, and this is the, is it acai berry? I could be saying that wrong. But this is what it looks like. I wasn't the biggest fan of this. It felt more like a paste, me putting on my skin, and I don't like body scrubs like that. It smelled really nice. I did enjoy the scent of it, but yeah, I just wasn't a fan of the texture of this. And I didn't really feel like it was super scrubby, so not one I would get again. I then have a cuticle oil pen. So I actually get this from the lady that does my nails, and this is just a really good cuticle oil. I've tried so many that just don't work with my cuticles, and they're not looking the best right now, so I'm gonna have to go and put some on. But I found that this one works really well, and it is the last one I had was the cherry. I actually have a watermelon one now. I really do enjoy these, and I've already repurchased, and I will continue on to keep repurchasing them. And then the last 3 body products are actually for the bath, but I always put them in my body section. So the first one I have is Aroma Active Laboratories Sleep Salt Soak, and this is bath salts. These were okay. Again, not the biggest fan of bath salts. If I have them in my collection, I will use them. Not ones I would get again. The next thing is the Sea Magic Himalayan Spa Salts Salted. I felt like that was a bit of a tongue twister. But again, some more bath salts. I use them, but not something I would get again. And then I do have some bath fizzers from a brand called Simple Pleasures. I actually got these last Christmas from my parents, and I think it came with a set of 3. It says bath fizzers, but on the back it says bath bombs. So yeah, but yeah, did enjoy these. I found one of them did change the colour of my bath, the other ones were okay. If I were to get them again, I would use them, but I don't feel like I would go out and actually repurchase those. I have bought some bath bombs from Lush because I do really like Lush bath bombs. But yeah, if I were to get those again, I would definitely use them. And then I have my miscellaneous section. So I do have 3 candles. The first one I have is the Yankee Candle Black Cherry. I love this scent. This is like one of my favourite scents from Yankee Candle, and the scent for on this was really good. It didn't burn particularly well, and I do find with Yankee Candles some of them don't burn particularly well, but yeah, really did enjoy the scent of this one, and I would definitely get it again. And then I have 2 little mini ones. So the first one I have is the Pink Island Sunset. Again, both of these are Yankee Candle. I think I got all of these as a Christmas gift, maybe last year or the year before. This one was okay, not my favourite, but it's still, again, scent on that was really good. And then I have the Vanilla Frosting. This one was my favourite out of the 2 little mini ones. This smells quite sweet. I'm a big fan of vanilla scents, so doesn't surprise me that I really did enjoy this one. I would definitely look at getting that in a bigger size. And then last but no means least, for my empties, I have the My Vitamins multivitamin gummies. I always mention these every time I finish them. I do really like these. I've I've got another one on my desk at the moment, but then I don't have any more, so I might need to look at repurchasing some more. Or if you have some recommendations, please do let me know for some good vitamins that are like gummies. But yeah, I'll most probably repurchase some more of these next time just so I've got some in. But yeah, please do let me know some recommendations. Okay, so that is all of my empties. So on the screen, I'll put a total for the 2 months. I'm not sure value-wise how big it will be, but I'm really pleased with the actual amount of products that I've left my collection in these 2 months, especially with me having a little bit of a break and just taking some time for myself as well. I'm really pleased with that. So now we're at the point where I'm going to move on to products that came into my collection. Hopefully I will have enough battery to film this without having to charge my camera and then come back later. But there is quite a lot here, so we will see. And if I have to come back, that's fine, but I will be back in one moment. Okay, I'm back. If you could see the tower of boxes here. Again, remember it is for the last 2 months. I do get subscription boxes. I get 3 monthly ones and then 1 that is every season. So yes, but I am actually going to start with the things I've bought outside of subscription boxes. And there is quite a few. The first one was an absolute necessity that I did need to buy it. It is the Amika Super Strength Shampoo and Conditioner. Now, this is my favourite conditioner, my holy grail, one that I know that doesn't affect my scalp. So I did buy this, and because it's Christmas time, I did get the gift set, which came with the hair mask and also the detangling primer. Because to be honest, this set was about £1 more than what me buying these 2 would be. So I thought, why not? I have tried this mask before and wasn't the biggest fan, but again, my taste could change. But yeah, absolutely love this, and I needed this in my collection because that is the shampoo and conditioner I'm going to be using from now on. I then have a bag from Lush. Now, there is some things in here at the top that I do just want to go through really quick, and then I'll get to the bath bombs. There's actually quite a few things in here. So I do have my ScentAddict subscription. Now, this is only from October because I did get the November one and I just wasn't the biggest fan of that, so I have ended up passing that along. But this is a subscription that I get each month. I pay £12 for an 8ml sample, and this one, I think this is October, was Kenzo Absolute. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. But yeah, I do really enjoy getting these so I can try different perfumes. I know which perfumes I do enjoy now, but it is always nice to try new ones. And talking of perfumes, so I asked my partner for Christmas for a perfume. It's the Ariana Grande blush one. I love the scent of that one, it's incredible. He ended up picking me up the perfume, and it also did come with these 2 products. So I have like the little sample packet, which I've used this before. I like both of them, but I did end up getting the Mod blush one because I found that I did like the smell of that one just a little bit more. But then I did also get a little mini of the product, and my partner just gave it to me now rather than waiting until Christmas because I do have the full size of this. And this is what it looks like. Really cute. I really do like the smell of this perfume. So he was kind enough to give me these early, so I've got a little mini of that and also the sample. I then also did ask for an LMS set as well. And if you spent so much money, you got a free gift. So my sister did also ask her partner to get her something as well so we could get the free gift. And in the free gift, I got these 2 products, so we shared the free gift. So she's got some and I've got some. So I have the LMS Pro Collagen Hydrogel Eye Masks. My sister swears by these. She says these make a massive difference. I'm really looking forward to trying that. And then I have the LMS Superfood Midnight Facial. I think I've already got one of these in my collection, but I just absolutely love LMS, so I will be keeping that. And then I do have 2 little samples here. I've got the Pro Collagen Morning Matrix and the Superfood Glow Cleansing Butter. And again, these are just perfect for travelling. And then I did go into Primark the day that I bought the Lush bath bombs, and I picked up this. So this is the Prep and Perfect Vitamin Enriched Moisturising Primer. So this is meant to be a dupe for the Bobbi Brown Enriched Face Base, which I absolutely love. So when I saw this, I was like, I really wanted to try it. It was only £4.50, which I think is a really good deal, and I hope that this is as good because it's cheaper. I still really do love the Bobbi Brown one though, and once I finish some of my primers I will be repurchasing that because I absolutely love it. But I just wanted to give this one a go and just see if it was as good. Okay, then, like I said, I went into Lush. I don't go into the town centre that often, so when I do, I like to visit Lush because they have such fun bath bombs and I just really think they're good quality. So I'm not going to be able to tell you the names of them, unfortunately, because I can't remember. These have been sat here since October, the beginning of October. But the first one I have is this. You can see the sparkle on that. And they all smell incredible. They used to put stickers on them to tell you what the names of them were, but they don't do that anymore. The next one I have is this. Now, sorry. How cute is that? This one I feel like doesn't smell as sweet, but I bought it because, come on, it's a Minion. How cute is that? But that still smells really nice, just not what I would usually go for. I then have this one, which is like a peach. And that one does smell nice as well. Again, another one that's not as sweet, but it still smells really nice. I then have this one, which is like a little rainbow. Oh, that one smells like a, oh, what's that chocolate? A refresher. That one smells like a refresher. Oh, incredible. And then last but no means least, I got this one because it was Christmassy, and how cute is that? And again, another one that smells nice. Again, another one that's not too sweet, but I think I bought this one because it was Christmassy and I want to use that near Christmas. So that was all of the bath bombs that I got. I cannot wait to use these. Now I've filmed this video, I'm going to be putting these in my bathroom and using them very soon. If you see the state of my trousers, them bath bombs I've got everywhere. I've got like sparkly trousers now. And the last thing that isn't coming from a subscription box, I did actually buy a mystery box from a website called Beauty Box by Tammy. They stock things like Glamlight, and other popular brands, and this mystery box was, I think it was £30, and you got 7+ items. I could be wrong in that. I did pick it up because I do love a good mystery box. So some of the products I won't be keeping, so I'm not going to show those. The first one I have is a Super Shock blush from Colourpop. I've never had one of these before. This one is in Georgette, and this is what it looks like. It's very pretty. I really didn't need another blush. I've got so many blushes, but again, it came in a mystery box, so I didn't know it. I didn't purposely buy this blush. I then have two primers, both from the Beauty Crop. I have the Avocado Poreless Primer and the Cocoa Gold Perfecting Primer. I then have the Fourth Ray Beauty First Aid Hydrating Priming Moisturiser. I've not tried anything from Fourth Ray Beauty as well. So this is what it looks like. I do like buying mystery boxes from this website because it does allow me to try brands, like certain products from brands that I might not have usually bought, especially when it comes to like customs and things like that. The next thing I have is a lip liner from Maybelline. This one is in Player, and this is the shade. It's actually worked really well with MAC Well, I think, which I'm currently using. I then have the Glow Hub Gen Gleam Collagen Lip Glow in Thirsty. So I think I've got a blush from this brand. Ooh, that looks really pretty. I forgot about a lot of this stuff, to be fair, because it's been sat waiting for me to film. But that looks really pretty. I then have the Wealthy Chick by Coloured Rain. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this one. This is what it looks like. I'm just not sure they are colours that I would use, to be honest, so I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that. I might pass that one along because I've got plenty of green palettes in my collection that I will use, and I don't wear green eyeshadow all the time. And then last but no means least, I have a Wet n Wild product. So this is the Wet n Wild Colour Icon in Call Me Sunshine. Now this one is definitely something I will be keeping because these are the type of shades I use. And I don't think I've ever tried a Wet n Wild eyeshadow palette before. No, I don't think I have. So I think I would prefer to keep that one over the Coloured Rain one. But again, I've got so many neutral eyeshadow palettes, but it's fine. So that is everything that I bought in myself. Now let's look at my subscription boxes. The first one I have is my Cohorted, and I believe this one was November. And November was an Ico themed box. And again, I didn't keep everything from this box. It did have an eyeliner in, which I don't use eyeliner, and it did also have a highlighter stick that I've had those before and I didn't get along with them, so I've just passed those on. The first thing I have in here is like a headband. This feels really soft, and I do want to try this out just to see, because I find when I do my skincare, I don't use products like this and it just ends up, my hair gets wet, everything like that. So I'm going to keep this to try it. And then have another eyeshadow palette. This is the Limitless eyeshadow palette. It just says palette 1. And I think I might keep this one. Again, I don't think I've ever tried an Ico eyeshadow palette before. The packaging looks beautiful. Reminds me a lot of, is it the Bare Minerals one? That's what it looks like. Now this, for me, is definitely one of those palettes I can use a lot more of the shades. So I will be keeping this one and trying it. Then have the Black Magic Cohorted Mascara. I have tried Ico mascaras before and they're okay. Like, they're not a favourite of mine, they're just okay, but I'm happy to use it. I then have one of my favourite brow gels. I love the Benefit Brow Gel. That's another one of my favourites, but this is the one that I fell in love with to begin with. Is the Ico Brow Gel. Now, I know not a lot of people like this, but I really do. Now, I used to have, I think it was just one shade, but I think they have changed it now. I could be wrong, but this one says tinted. But yeah, I love this. I have bought this previously, not from a subscription box, but just I've actually bought it with my own money because I am a big fan. So I'm so happy that I have this in my collection again. One I will definitely use and most probably repurchase in the future. It's roughly around the same price as the Benefit one, so I'm happy to have either of them. And then I do have a eyelash curler. Now, I don't actually have an eyelash curler because I don't usually curl my eyelashes, but it's really useful to have if I'm going out somewhere and I just want to like have my eyelashes lifted, so I'm going to keep that one as well. But that was everything for November for Cohorted. The next one I have is Look Fantastic, and again this one is November. Oh, actually this is my ScentAddict subscription, the one I wasn't the biggest fan of. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of this one. I might pass this one on to my mum because she potentially might like the smell of that one. It's 212 for Women, by I think it's Caroline Herrera. Not the biggest fan of that one. I will be giving that one away. So that wasn't in the box, by the way. That was my ScentAddict for November. So for Look Fantastic in November, I got the Ritual of Sakura little candle. I love getting candles because I do burn candles every night, and that one smells really nice. I then have a little Cetaphil. This is the Gentle Skin Cleanser. I then have the First Aid Beauty Facial Radiance Pads. Again, one perfect for travelling because I can easily seal that again, and there's 10 pads in that. I then have the Hair Gain Leave-In Scalp Treatment. So it says reduce hair shed, get thicker, fuller hair. Now, I'm going to keep this for now. I'm going to let my scalp just kind of calm down, and then I might try like other products like this to see if it will help, but yeah, I'll keep it for now. And then last but no means least, I have a grip. My hair, I've had it cut recently and I can't actually put like big like clips that like this in my hair because I just don't have a lot of hair at the moment, but I'm keeping this because once my hair does grow, clips like this are perfect. So that is my Look Fantastic box for November. Okay, so this may have moved. I did have to charge my camera because it did run out of battery. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is Look Fantastic for October. To be honest, I can't remember half of the stuff that I got because it has just been sat in a pile waiting for me to film this video. So In October, I got the Glove Ultra Soft reusable pads. I find these really useful. I do like having them. I've got a bunch of them down here, and it's great that they're reusable so I can wash them and then reuse them again. I don't really like the small ones like this, but I will use them. I much prefer like the larger size ones. Yeah, I will use those. I then have the Pi Resurrection Gel Hydrating Mask. I've not had too much from this brand. I have heard of the brand though. Yes, it's an actual, I didn't know if it was a hair mask, but it's actually a face mask. The next thing I have is from Avant. I'm not the biggest fan of Avant products, but this is the Gentle Rose Beautifying Face Exfoliant. So I usually put my exfoliators in the shower and I just use them that way. So I'm not the biggest fan of this brand, but I will use that. I then have the Olaplex No. 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask. I've never tried anything from this brand Olaplex, so looking forward to trying that. I then have the Project Lip. This is Lip Buff Scrub and Smooth, so a lip scrub. Again, another one I might just put in the shower because I do usually use lip scrubs in the shower. From things I've heard of this brand, I think there was a lip product once that like made your lips properly burn, so hopefully it's not the same with this one. And then last but not least, I have the Elemis Frangipani Shower Cream. I love Elemis. So I was very excited to see this one in this box. Now let's move on to October's Cohorted, and it was a Think Pink box. So this was a mixture of different brands. Okay, so the first thing I have is from Dr. Organic, and this is the Replenishing Gel Moisturiser. Not actually tried anything from that brand before. I then have the Hair by Sam McKnight Cleansing Conditioner. I'm not going to keep this. I'm just going to pass all of my shampoo and conditioners on to my parents or to my partner. We do have the Kevin Murphy Stay in Alive Leave-In Treatment. This might be one I will keep and try, but yeah, all my shampoo and conditioners are going, unless they're the Amika one. And then have the WBCO Prep Mist in Watermelon. Now I'm actually using one of these on my work desk at the moment, and it's a peppermint one. They're okay, I'm not noticing a massive difference by using that. I then have the, oh, I'm not sure I'm going to say that right. I'm just going to show you because I most probably won't say that correct. That's the brand, and it is the Melting Rose Water Cream. I'm not a big fan of rose scenty things. It's not too bad if it's not really overpowering, but I will try that. I then got the Bigger Love Hair by Sam McKnight Volumizing Mask. I do love a good hair mask, but like I've said multiple times in this video, I am trying to be careful. So I will use this when I'm ready to use a mask and see how it works for me, but I'm definitely way more conscious about my scalp now. I then have the Floral Street Wonderland Peony. I love Floral Street. One of my favourite perfumes is from Floral Street. It's Arizona Bloom. I just got a little sample of that. And then last but not least, I have a couple of makeup products. So I have the Benefit Roller Lash. Not a favourite mascara of mine, but I will use it. And then I have the Bare Minerals Lip Gloss Balm in Heart. I love these lip glosses. I have another one. Don't think it's in Heart. It might be in Heart actually. It's a very similar colour to this, but I'm a big fan of it, so I will be keeping this even if it is the same colour. Big fan of the formula of that. So that was everything in October's Cohorted. And then last but not least, I have my Jama Box subscription. So this came in October, I think, because I did resubscribe to it. I do have one coming in December as well. But this one is for, it's either September or October. I want to say it's October because I did film my September one, my September empties and products that came into my collection in October. So I think this would have been delivered to me in October. And I love this box because it gives me pyjamas, and I love my pyjamas. So the first couple of things, again, I'm actually gonna get rid of them, but I'm just gonna talk about them really quick. Szechuan Moisturising Shampoo and Conditioner. I'm not keeping those. I then have a couple of products from Ren. So it's the Moroccan Rose Body Wash and Body Lotion. Not tried this line before. I then have a product I was very excited to see in the box. It's the Murad City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50. I've heard a lot of good things about this SPF. So I'm very excited to try this. I'm curious to see whether it's as good as the Ultra Sun one, because I love that one. This will most probably be double the price, most probably. But I've heard a lot of good things about that, so I'm very excited to try that. And then got another sample of the Floral Street Wonderland Peony. And I did also get a 10ml sample of the Iris Goddess from Floral Street as well. I don't know if I've smelt this one. I'll have a little bit of a spray and see. Oh, that's not for me. That is not for me. I'll pass that one along to somebody else, but that is not a scent for me, unfortunately. Kind of like a give me headache strong. I do have to be careful with some perfumes because they can give me a headache, and I think that would be one that would give me a headache. It is so strong. The next thing I have is Margaret Dabb's Fabulous Feet Foot Cream. I'm really poor with foot creams, but I do have one beside my bed, and I will keep this one and see if I use it. I really do need to use it because I want my feet to be soft. And then I have 3 sheet masks. So the first one I have, they're all by Rodile. This is the Energizing Face Mask. I've used this one before and it's okay. I then have the Pink Diamond Lifting Face Mask. And then I have the Dragon's Blood Hyaluronic Jelly Face Mask. So that is my empties and products that came into my collection. I do just want to speak about what I'm going to be doing with this video going forward. So this year I have tried to do this video every month, but next year I think I'm going to do it every other month. So similar to like this, it will be 2 months worth of empties and products that came into my collection, just because next year is going to be quite a busy year for me, and I'm also going to be getting rid of some projects and introducing some new ones as well. But this video I am going to do it every other month. Hopefully that's okay. It just takes me a long time to film this and edit it. I want to try and do it every other month. So it might be quite a long video each time because I'm going to be speaking about 2 months worth of products, but yeah, I hope you don't mind. Like I said, it's just going to be a very busy year for me next year, and I need to just start putting some things in place to make sure that I'm not going to get overwhelmed. That is my empties and products that came into my collection. It feels really good to be back. I feel a bit rusty, but hopefully with me filming more, I'll get back into it. Thank you all for being so patient. I really, really do appreciate it. And if you like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and it means the absolute world to me if you could subscribe if you don't already. And until my next video, thank you for coming by. See you later.